candidate. Star boy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings, sure-handed tight ends, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Vikings and the Broncos, coming up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 55 yards. And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down and 2. And look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. The numbers for Woods last week, receiving yards, a boatload of them, up over 200 yards.
And we know that a lot of our viewers are fantasy players as well, so you just had to know they were loving the yardage he was accumulating, but no touchdowns. They're leaving points on the table there. Come on, man, get in the end zone.
Yeah, you're rough on him there. That's got a 200-yard game.
Yeah, that's great for him. What about the fantasy players? They need those touchdowns.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Lindsey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
That was not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself in a home game in the division.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. It will be out of bounds, just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Caught by Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively, and they're only going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jones throw taken in by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Herbert on first down now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now it's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Breece Hall, 88 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
51 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run by Lindsey.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
As this complete to Woods.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, it would appear.
And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like... And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. A give running right is Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and a yard. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Here's a give to Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Jones.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the